Hey, it's only been like 5 seconds since the last video. Alright, let's go on with our day. How have you guys been doing? Now, if you guys seen my first video, you probably know that there's a secret at the end of the video. Specifically, a giveaway. What? This one actually has a bit more blood on it. Oh no, that's just a notice. Community notice. 1. At 2 p.m. on February 27th, the President and the Director of the Department of Welfare will be doing an inspection of community. Please assemble in the central courtyard for mandatory meet and greet. As a reminder, the raising or cooking of magical creatures is a felony. Violators will be prosecuted. 3. In response to growing reports of lecherous individuals prowling in the alleys, magical tasers can now be leased at the security office. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. Look at all the little fish and shrimp. They look so happy down there. Used to let people go down there and catch the shrimp with their bare hands. What happened? Oh, not much. Only about 20 personal injury lawsuits. Those shrimp grow mighty quick. In fact, I know this might tend to be a no-death speed run, but I think I missed something. Let's go in reverse. So what we're on the adventure for today is a very unique item called Happy Tree Rolls. Now, Happy Tree Rolls are a delicious delicacy made by very happy leaves. Oh, you're still here? You can take the elevator down there to Low House Town, but if you want to stay and chat, I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm okay with it too. Oh yeah, that's right. We can't go back here. We have to teleport back there. We don't need any more of these fire orchids. We already have enough. 5 should do the trick for whatever recipes you need to make. That's step 2 on JoeyGhost's cooking guide. Also, I just wanted to hear that song one more time. Well, let's just make sure that we've got the appropriate ingredients. Because I don't know if we need a later down the line ability to actually play this game. And I recommend that you should only continue if you don't want to be spoiled. Also, let's get that spear while we're at it. I don't know if we just got enough for a spear, but hey, cooking is learning, and learning is what we do best. It's an old breakfast menu with some notes attached. There's a faded Polaroid pasted in the corner. Oh, look, that fisherman is just... Oh, those two must have gotten along pretty nicely. He looked pretty serious back in the day. Just your usual catch and scratch. Boss, what motivated you to pursue a life of crime and cooking? So one day back when I was still an upstanding necromancer, I returned home to find my idiot roommate crouched over the living room table. She was staring at a pile of dead fish. I guess she stole them from the hatchery she worked at. Oh, side note, if I catch any of you stealing from my workplace, I will literally tear you apart. Anyway, she looked at me with her drooling face and wanted to know if we could turn them into some real grilled fish. The right thing to do in this situation would have been to smack some sense into her. But as I grabbed a fish to smack her with, I suddenly had this brilliant brainwave. See? Cooking is just really another way to manipulate dead bodies. I'm a necromancer. That's something I could totally do. Remove scales, remove skeleton, apply a gentle hellfire, and voila! I made my first grilled fish. It tasted great. This is where we really changed our lives. We started cooking all over for our cookbooks, guides, and anyone who could teach us more about cooking. But even back then, cooking was a dying art. It was difficult to find any information on the subject. That's when we started writing the Magical Culinary Compendium and organizing all our knowledge into a simple recipe book. We spent so much time writing that and finally finished, but we never had a chance to share it with anyone because, you know, we died. Wait, I don't pay you to listen to my life story. Get back to work! Darn, that's just going to force me to confront my own life story. Now, Fire Spear. It's a bit more damaging. Does something nice, actually. In fact, the spear is relatively a very big weapon. Like, huge even. Tyler, I've been thinking, where do we belong in this universe? Don't know about you, but I know my purpose is to rip my enemies apart on the battlefield. Hey, new guy, name's Tyler. Tyler was the first skeleton the boss revived. Please forgive his crudeness. Forgive your mom's crudeness. The only reason your jawbone is still there is because the boss won't let me knock it off your face. Now, one thing we need to do. I think I need to go back here. I can't go too far back because there is some secrecies. Oh. I wonder. Oh yes, that's right. If I get damaged, I actually can collect an interesting electric mucus. So I have to damage myself in order to get the electric mucus. Now what I'm trying to find here exactly is a very curious thing. And as you see, there are secret tunnels everywhere. And I do mean everywhere. So what I'm trying to find in particular is to see if I can actually get some piece of info. Oh yeah, that is also an ability you could have. Alright, should probably not be this far back. But yeah, if you do the perfect deflect, you actually do the same thing that you do with invincibility, making deflect quite an interesting speedrun ability, as it will be a slowdown of time, but at the same time, it does something more peculiar, actually. It actually does a nice little deflect. Gives you an armor bonus. Has to recharge, of course, when you're not doing the armor bonus. I will just keep your head as a souvenir. Now what we're looking for... Here we go! So you can get up here by using a hidden stepladder, which gives you Happy Grass. This is a relatively interesting and unique. Now, you don't need too many Happy Leaves. I think you only need 2 and no more. Another tasty alternative later down the line is cocoa powder. Where you get it? Well, you can either spoil yourself later down the line, or I could just make this recipe here and now. Oh, we need 1 more leaf. So, let's go back to where we were, which was the toad pods. Now, toad pools is the location of this rare ingredient, this rare speed-running ingredient, which, if you take a few seconds out of your time, can give you a nice bit of interesting bits. Now with this, you can now run faster than ever in water, as your movement speed goes up by another %. Now, the food I recommend removing later down the line is probably going to be fried mosquito. But for now, we're going to just remove snail carpaccio. So, what we're going to do now, since we have a poison, as you can tell, we now move slightly faster. But we're also much more happy. This fulfills our lifelong dream of doing interesting things. And as you can see, detours in this game will actually be relatively nice. Now, since I probably gave away 3 copies to 3 lucky individuals in the last video, I'm going to give only 1 copy away to a lucky individual in this chat. Which one? Well, I'll let you find that out. This game is relatively an interesting bit. So, make sure you enjoy it. And make sure to introduce your friends to the fun. So, you also find the achy breaky smelly heart. This is a free heart corpse. It's a corpse that hasn't decayed yet, and as long as it's in here, there's a bunch of strange fungi growing out, emitting an eerie but familiar glow. In other words, their heart has been used for the stronger survivors. Now, if we go up here, this is actually a secret passage that I actually need for a very, very special ingredient. Notice the Environmental Normalization Bureau is now hiring 10 community engineers for candidates with AA or above certifications in earth, water, wind manipulation, responsibilities, repair and maintain water, ventilation, and other vital systems in the Species Preservation Park. The rest of this notice is covered by paint. Now this is what we actually came for. Now, these are very interesting ingredients. Oh, and if you can't dodge roll, well, guess what? You can actually use your shield as a deflect as well as a bash. So when you're bashing with your shield constantly, well, guess what? It's actually pretty powerful. Now, there are 2 things I'm coming here for. Contraband warehouse. No trespassing. Fighter belief will be prosecuted. For security reasons, you are now required to declare and surrender the following items: pots and pans, any item that can prepare soups or stews, bottles or cans, any items that can hold liquid drinks. Failure to declare and surrender these items will be viewed as treason and punishable by death. This is how we get the glass bottle. Now, there are 2 things I need with this. Now, we just need 1 more of these. But there's 1 more thing that we need here, and there it is! The Queen of the Lightning Bugs. Don't ask me why we need her yet, but we need her carapace for something far, far greater. The Firefly King's tail will be used for something of a greater purpose in a later episode. But you probably would have to buy the game to find out more quicker. Yes, that's right. A game that I'm giving away. Also, these are glowing mushrooms. These are interesting things. Environmental rehabilitation log: fungi. Fungi thrive in warm, wet, and dark environments. The low-hash browsing projects, where the lower classes of society lived, fulfilled all 3 conditions. Most species performed well a week after spore release. The fast-growing red spike fungi spread across the entire area. They use their sharp, hardened caps to kill larger animals and absorb them for nutrition. And they're an interesting species that have gone very, very mobile. And strong relatively, you just need... Oh, the billboard has appealed several times, but I think it just means socialism, I guess? If they're selling something, they should really hire a new PR guy for this. Yeah, I totally agree. Now, we've collected plenty of ingredients since we last made something. So, let's try to make something with our new permanent double jump. That's right. The boss wants me to add this to you. It's part of the employee's benefits. You should really eat something more nutritious than fried mosquitoes. It took a long time for me to find these feet. Please take care of them. So now, we actually have a natural, forgiving double jump. Which, honestly, is pretty cool. Oh my gosh, with everything trying to destroy us. I just need that, and I need you. I need that. I need that. You see, what you actually need to do in this is try to do a calorie count of your foods. Because if you ever want to do a future speed run, you need something like this. The grilled glowy. The glowy mushroom, which actually is probably one of my more favorite items regarding the fact that I use a spear. Oh god. Please don't be followed by bugs or take too long. They'll decide to try to kill you. Now, what we actually need from this grill pot is not that, but a later down the item, we need poison umbrella caps. So if we get poison umbrella caps, we actually get a very interesting item. But we also need slimes. Lots of them. Don't ask me why. We will actually have to keep the speed boost of that. But I will need that specific mushroom power-up. The reason why I need shroom caps is actually relatively interesting, as if I actually collect enough shrooms, you know what? It'll be a lot faster speed run if I actually do it manually. Man. I should probably remember to use a dodge roll more. There we go. Actually, that is what I needed. You see, cooking this will actually cause a bit more of an item. And also, do I need shroom jar? It's a relatively good poison. Alright, we're going to try it a few times and see if I can use my dodge rolls for some unexpected twitch rate. Now with the increased speed, alright. With the increased speed of my range and weaponry, I think I could actually do a pretty good job on this. Alright. And of course I need to go in here. Oh wow, I just pushed that item right into the grave. Yeah, just be careful about item limitations. Alright. I don't know why, but he just keeps on going faster. Alright. Notice, Moha's lowest property park is stress-free in public park and finally will be shot on site. Oh man. And that's how you speedrun this gullet, which we will now just use. Okay, I will need to choose a DOT to get rid of. This is a DOT I will actually get rid of in place of the dragon fruit jelly. If we had actually got more crabs, it would be more useful. I can actually use this to block projectiles, but at the same time, I don't really need to block projectiles. I just need to get out of here. Alright. Our talented apprentice made it through some of the live juice sewers. All that great stuff is actually their waste and digestive juices. I hope you didn't accidentally swallow any of it. Too late. If you pass the park, you'll arrive at crab habitat. There are a bunch more dishes you can make with crabs. A lot of plants that the park can stock. Is that normal? Nope. Any one of Tyler and Emma's terrifying home video would be more normal than a talking plant. I don't even want to know about the home videos. But let's continue this little speed run, no death run. Sims for sales, 60 steaks each. Half the proceeds go to the Lord Protector of the Forest. Hey buddy, can I interest you in these amazing stems? You'll receive the best stems money can buy, but more importantly, you'll be doing this for us an important service. Any good plant should have a couple of these to show solidarity for the Protector and her struggle against the evil necromancer. Wait, you don't look like a plant. You're an animal or some kind of moving human corpse. You're one of Simmer's cowardly zombie soldiers. Keep your dirty undead hands away from my stems. Beat it! Look! It's the necromancer's new weapon! Weapon? It looks like a human to me. We need to report this back to Pontifex. He warned us about humans and their destructive powers. Is that right, though? My great-grandpa said that humans used to take care of us. They would put us in bags so we don't get bitten by bugs. What are you talking about? Did you not hear the news? That human massacred a bunch of guava trees down at the forest. But guava trees aren't exactly like this. They're still dumb, violent, and aggressive. Don't estimate those things. Today it might just be guava trees, but tomorrow it'll be us. We are young bananas. We refuse to be eaten by lower animals. No more banana abuse. Lord Protector, please hear our voices. But in the end, don't we belong in stomachs of other creatures? We're meant to sacrifice ourselves for the greater good. We will not lie down and give up our lives like that. Bananas deserve to lead their own fulfilling lives too. Maybe one day you'll understand. Why are you here? I don't like meeting people I know about when I'm out and about. Nothing against you personally, but I'm trying to develop a mature era aura of sophisticated annoy by putting on my thinking face under the street light. Seeing you broke my immersion, so now I have to start all over again. You're falling behind on your work, lowly laborer. You are neglecting your sacred duty and purposely slacking off. This is stupid. I'm so bored of carving rocks all day that my eyes are about to sprout. I'm about to close this just lying face down and taking root. You fail to recognize the significance of your work. The Lord Protector is our guiding light. To revere and revel in the Lord's light is to respect the future of plant kind. I don't see how making statues or following the boss's ecology things make me help in any way. Silence! Our Lord transcends socio-economic labels, so there will be none of this boss business. You work for greatness, not for your petty desires. Our humble Lord has done so much for us and has allowed us to see greatness. We must band together and worship to eliminate any threats. No thanks. I'll band together with my friends when I get off of work. You know what? I feel like there's something else. I don't think any of your methods are working, Pontifex. Who are you and why are you speaking to me? Like you, I'm just a denizen down here. Many of us feel like we lack a clear vision, a concrete goal to rally behind, like that mosquito that keeps on zapping something behind that wall. That's why society's been so hectic. What's the point of your worship? Do you really understand the goals of your Lord beyond vague slogans? Shut it! I shall provide a powerful rebuttal. Give me a moment with the Lord, I saw this brown fellow downstairs looking for someone, and you kind of fit the bill. Do you? No, you're mistaken. That was just a turd. I may need this one. Perfect. Now we just need a bit more love. Perfect. So in case you ever missed any of the ingredients, they're right down here. Oh yeah, and by the way, poison is actually relatively powerful. Alright, next up, we can actually make the crab roll, or stir-fried crab, which relatively is actually pretty potent. So... Damage skills per hit. We may want to block some small projectiles, but creating this will be our next achievement. What I need is a bit more of a crab body. Actually, now that I think about it, I need to actually do a teleport joke right now. Alright. Crab shield. So that's interesting. It seems I can't actually do that with the crab shield. So instead, we're just going to use a poison. So crab shield prevents me from actually using a bow properly. Interesting. I will need to remember that for the next recipe. Especially since I need poison items. Now, is there anything I need to know? Alright. Ah, your treat has been sealed, despicable zombie. I will enjoy watching your gruesome demise. Clifford, you've arrived. Arf! Arf! Ha ha ha. I should probably remember that I have to dodge. You know, I think a mistake for me. Whoa, buddy. And that does it for this no death run. Looks like I died. But that seems to be that for the episode. I'll probably come up with a better build for bows in the early game. So with that, make sure to like, favorite, subscribe if you want to try to get your free copy of Dungeon Munchies. And, of course, I hope you enjoy for the next episode. See you next time, buddies.